is my great pleasure to welcome parents and families, supporters and friends to this very special day, as well as our distinguished university guests on the stage. I would ask that they please stand as I call their names. President Rebecca Cunningham. Regent Joe Bergstrom. Associate Dean for Academic Affairs and Undergraduate Education, Catherine Scheil. And CLA Interim Director for Diversity, Inclusion, Community Engagement, and Equity, Emilius N. White, Jr. Along with some distinguished chairs we have on stage, thank you so much for being with us today. Oh, big clap. Today is a monumental occasion, one that is brimming with possibility, promise, and pride for both students and parents and friends. For the students, throughout your time in CLA, you've embraced a liberal arts education with open minds and open hearts. You've explored the depths of human knowledge, delving into the realms of literature, philosophy, data science, economics, psychology, history, and art, among others. You've engaged in critical thinking, challenged conventional wisdom, and sought to understand the complexities of the world around you. Congratulations, Class 2026, and welcome to the rest of your lives. This is a great day for us all. To start the program, I would like to introduce President Rebecca Cunningham. Since assuming the role in July 2024, President Cunningham has advanced a bold vision for the university as one of the nation's leading public research institutions, preparing future leaders, strengthening communities across Minnesota, and driving discoveries that improve lives across the state and beyond. Under her leadership, the university has launched Elevate Extraordinary 2030, a strategic roadmap focused on expanding opportunity, advancing health and healthcare, supporting innovation, and serving the public good. Please join me in welcoming President Cunningham.
Thank you, Dean Avilés, and to the class of 2026, congratulations! I am so delighted to join you here today. Commencement is one of the most joyous days in the life of a university. It brings together all the reasons we exist. Your achievements in learning, our collective contributions to knowledge and service to Minnesota and the world, and the extraordinary University of Minnesota community you have joined and have helped shape during your time here and after, and I'll come back to that in a minute. For me personally, Commencement offers a chance to step back and reconnect with my own roots in higher education and the reasons I've devoted a lifetime to this calling. I hope, graduates, that you too will find a moment of quiet joy amidst all this excitement. I know there's a lot going on. You're still recovering from a few exams and maybe a few post-exam celebrations, just a few. You're trying to figure out move out, remember where to pick up your diploma, and track down the uncle that got lost. But somewhere amid all the hugs and hat throwing, take a deep breath and think about what it means to be right here in this moment. Think of who you are right now and how that person has changed from the person that arrived on this campus and maybe sat right here for convocation years ago. I've been watching you, class of 2026, for the past 2 years since I joined the university, And what a couple of years it's been. First, you were part of a college students who came out of an unprecedented pandemic right into tumultuous world events and protests like we haven't seen in half a century. And then the unrest came closer to home. And here's what I learned about you. You were there to take care of each other. When things got tough, you stepped in many ways, including the CLA Student Board organizing a food drive at the height of Operation Metro Surge. You adapted to daily changes in classes and college life, and you learned how to talk to each other across differences. That takes a concrete set of skills that we at the University of Minnesota are committed to teaching and supporting at every level. But there's also a personal dimension to genuine dialogue, one that requires your choice to be open to ideas that are very different from your own. One that places a primary value on community. This community. I am proud and deeply moved to have watched you pass these most critical tests, and you've passed them time after time. At the University of Minnesota, we are the energy for change, and each of you has fueled that energy. You have grown in extraordinary ways, and today more than ever, the world needs your talent, your expertise, your creativity, your deep thinking. None of this means you have it all figured out, and that's okay. You're heading out into a world that's changing faster than ever in technologies, social norms, personal expectations, and so much more. You will embark on careers, probably several of them, that didn't exist when some of us graduated, and that's okay. You will travel further, meet people with a greater varieties of experience, and have more exposure to information than any generation or class before you. You will have good moments like this, and you will have unsettling moments. But you, as much as any graduating class, have already learned that being unsettled doesn't have to take you out of the game. In fact, the most unsettling moments are the moments when you likely grew the most. I know it didn't feel like that at the time, right? And while you've learned to stand on your own, I hope you've also learned that you're more likely to succeed when you stand with others in the community, your community. Students who will follow in your footsteps will feel the impact you've had here while you were at the University of Minnesota. And your future colleagues and communities will benefit from what you bring forward as you carry your experience into the world. No matter our path, we are better when we are in community. Speaking of community, all of you arrive at this day with important people who've walked alongside you, supporting you on your journey. So to those people, to family and friends who made it possible for you to attend the university and thrive here, please, graduates, give them a round, warm of applause. To the faculty and staff who created and cultivated your experiences here, offering knowledge and care and deep dedication on those hard days and weeks. Please show them your gratitude and dedication with a round of applause. To the graduates, each of you has made sacrifices to get here today, and each of you has made the University of Minnesota stronger, each and every one of you. Your ideas, your curiosity have made this campus community stronger, and your work has made the local community stronger. I want to add one more thought for you before we get to the heart of the proceedings, which we're going to get to. They're about you. I've said a lot already about the extraordinary community you've joined and helped shape during your time at the university. But my most important call to you today is when you leave this campus, do not leave this community. The people who were here for you when you were down the hall and you needed a boost, they will be here for you whenever you need to find yourself, whenever you need them. Seek them out. This institution, which has dedicated itself to your growth and flourishing so far, we remain dedicated to your growth and flourishing now and throughout your life. Take advantage of it. The spirit that gave you such warmth to your relationships and such spark and drive to your work is now your spirit. Let that Minnesota spirit give life to all that you do for the years to come. Congratulations to all of you, class of 2026, and stay in touch.
Thank you so much, President Cunningham. Class of 2026, you offer a lot to our communities, from the local to the global, as you've heard in the days to come. I know sometimes, I remember when I was in undergrad, sometimes it did feel impossible to get through one more day, one more class, one more exam, one more paper. There were some difficult days, challenging exams. However, you've all did it, you did it. You actually made it here. You might be groggy right now, but you actually made it to today. This is a reminder that you can always meet any challenges that you face. Now I get to introduce someone who was in your shoes not too long ago to deliver this year's alumni remarks. Scott Z. Burns is an acclaimed screenwriter, director, and producer whose work has explored some of the defining issues of our time, from climate change and global public health to political accountability and artificial intelligence. Scott is perhaps best known for writing the film Contagion, which found renewed relevance during the COVID-19 pandemic, as well as producing the Academy Award-winning documentary An Inconvenient Truth. His recent series, Extrapolations, imagines the future impacts of climate change through deeply human storytelling. As a side note, he also created the Got Milk campaign. He's done a lot, basically. Across his career, Scott has shown how the liberal arts can help us ask urgent questions, understand complex systems, and tell stories that move people to think differently about the world around them. Please join me in welcoming Scott Z. Burns.
Thank you, Dean. I graduated from the University of Minnesota's College of Liberal Arts as part of the class of 1985, having majored in English literature. I had also taken courses in subjects like philosophy and linguistics, as well as criminal justice studies. I sat in a robe like all of you are doing right now, fairly certain that I had prepared myself for a distinguished career in absolutely nothing. My roommate graduated with a degree in theater, so at least I knew one person who was no better prepared than myself from the standpoint of what is commonly called making a living. What use could a liberal arts education possibly have in a world filled with things that need to be built, repaired, and programmed? Sure, I could recite the last lines of The Great Gatsby by heart. I knew the difference between a seal and a sea lion if I happened to encounter them on land. And I was able to distinguish between Ionic, Doric, and Corinthian columns when I made my way across this campus during an endless winter. And yet, we now live in a world where some of us believe the future is more about writing code than it is about writing poetry. Have we finally arrived at a moment in time where AI, the cloud, and data centers are more vital to our future than simply knowing how to think? If you're concerned that I'm about to suggest that graduating with a liberal arts education is a mistake, rest assured nothing could be further from the truth. In 1968, Pablo Picasso said, "Computers are useless. They can only give you answers. He did not say this because he failed to recognize their potential as remarkable tools, and he did not take issue with the veracity of the answers they might give. His concern, rather, was their inability to ponder and create. Even the Luddites of the 19th century were not anti-technology. What they opposed was the use of machines at the cost of all the acts of innovation, large and small, that can only come from practicing a craft. When I attended this university, if we had been required to carry a device that would tell the authorities what books we read, what music we listened to, who our friends were, and where we were at any given moment, there would have been protests and outrage. Now, not only do we carry these devices, but we happily pay for subscriptions and then line up obediently to get the next version. So my message here is not stop using your computer. Rather, please stop allowing your computers to use you. Looking back over the last 40 years, what I found to be the most valuable thing I learned here was how to use a question mark. The first one I remember employing was at the far end of the sentence, "What am I going to do with my life?" My late father told me that I might want to consider starting with something a little less likely to trigger existential dread. And so it was replaced shortly thereafter with my second question, what am I going to do now? And that question has been a reliable companion over the years, because now is where a difference can always be made. Around 2010, I had the opportunity to write a film called Contagion for Academy Award winner Steven Soderbergh. Among my advisors was Dr. Michael Osterholm from this university's School of Public Health. I asked him a very simple question. How likely is it that a novel virus could jump into the human population? His answer was, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And then I asked, how would we, us humans, likely respond? His answer to that gave rise to a host of other questions about what we would do in the face of this inevitability. Questions about science and communication, about human behavior and politics. I did not know that these same questions would accompany the spread of COVID-19 a few years later, leading to fear and division becoming symptoms for even the most healthy among us. To be clear, I'm not here to tell you what to think, but I am here to ask you to please keep thinking when you leave this place. Allow your questions to guide you toward meaningful work in the world. Use them as a shield to protect you from the superstitions that slow human progress. Employ them to build a more just society where stereotypes are replaced with consideration and understanding. The more you use this tool, the sharper your ability to reason will become, as you seek to find your way through the facts towards something called the truth. And what is the truth? Well, facts are something you can observe, but they exist independent of an observer. The Earth revolves around the sun is a fact. It takes light from the sun 8 minutes and 20 seconds to reach Earth, also a fact. Over 3,000 of you will be graduating today, a wonderful fact. But the truth is tricky. One would like to believe that the truth is something we can all agree on, that it's connected to the facts. And yet, in the America you will be called upon to shape, the truth has become difficult to ascertain. Roughly 93.5% of people who use the internet report having encountered false news. Do you believe me? You shouldn't. I made that up. It's not a fact or the truth. But it is worth remembering that studies have shown falsehoods travel 6 times faster on the internet than stories that are true. So as you contemplate where to scatter your allotment of question marks, always consider the agenda of those who will be providing you with the answers. Listen closely to what they offer by way of explanation and hold them to account. And if your response to the grim truths of what happened to George Floyd, Philando Castile, and so many others is only silence, then rest assured you have just given history all the permission it needs to repeat itself. So yes, the good news is you graduate. The bad news is you still have some homework because there's so much more out there that requires answering. Is artificial intelligence an existential threat for us to consider? Will the earth be able to heal from what humanity has done to it out of ignorance and greed? Why are women valued less than men in the workplace and in society at large? Are vaccines that have been proven by science to be effective something we should be keeping from our children? I grew up here. I went to school here, and I am very proud to tell people that I am from Minnesota. And I have never felt that way more than in recent months when I saw the students and citizens of the Twin Cities ask questions of our federal government. Why are cruelty and terror more likely to provide solutions than compassion and justice? Why were Renee Good and Alex Preddy gunned down by agents of the federal government on the streets of this city simply for standing up for what they believed in? Exactly what law did 5-year-old Liam Conejo Ramos and his family break after legally applying for asylum here in the US? The diploma you leave here with today is your license to ask these kinds of questions of each other, of yourself, and of our leaders. Part of my reason for coming here today was just to say thank you. Thank you for the reminder to ask the hard questions that both patience and passion require. Thank you for making it clear that the inconvenient truth of this moment is that we must all work together to find a better future. And I came to ask this class a question. What are you going to do now? Because how you answer that question will demonstrate to each of you why a liberal arts education does so much more than allow its recipient to merely make a living. Instead, it points the way towards making a rich and fulfilling life. Congratulations, class of 26. Be brave, be strong, and do the important things first.
Thank you so much, Scott. Now, I'm excited to recognize the outstanding achievements of our CLA students by introducing our student speaker, Stephanie Rodriguez Salguero. Stephanie is a human physiology major from Oakdale, Minnesota, minoring in medical Spanish, and pursuing her future in medicine through the university's BA-MD program. During her time at the University of Minnesota, she has worked as a medical scribe in emergency departments across the Twin City metro area, and as a STEM tutor for local high school students through the AVID program. After graduation, she plans to take an enrichment year to continue working as a medical scribe and STEM tutor. Then, she hopes to begin medical school and eventually become a pediatric general surgeon for underserved communities. Please join me in welcoming Stephanie.
Good morning, faculty, families, friends, and my fellow graduates. Welcome to CLA Commencement 2026. Give yourself a round of applause. I am delighted to be speaking here today. I started at the University of Minnesota when I was 16 years old as a PSEO student. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know how to navigate college, and I didn't know how to properly pronounce Skayuma. Every class felt new, every assignment felt challenging, and I was figuring it out as I went. At the same time, I was carrying my parents' story as well. My parents immigrated to this country with no formal education and no guide for how to navigate opportunities like this. Everything they had, they worked for, so that I could be standing here today. Their sacrifices, determination, and belief in me are a part of why I am here today. A mis padres, gracias por todo lo que sacrificaron para que yo pudiera estar hoy aquí. Este logro también es suyo. I I know I'm not the only one with this story. Many of us are here today because of someone who came before us and made this moment possible. This degree carries more than just our name. It carries their stories too. This year, this has felt heavier than ever. Here in Minnesota, many students didn't just carry coursework, exams, and deadlines. We also carried uncertainty. We carried fear for our families and communities. Some of us sat in classrooms while worrying about what was happening in our communities. Some of us became translators, advocates, and sources of strength for the people we love. And somehow, through it all, we kept going. We found resilience, which is something that I've come to understand not just through experience, but through what I studied here. The College of Liberal Arts didn't just teach us one way of thinking. It exposed us to many and challenged us to understand the world fully. Through human physiology, I learned how incredibly complex and resilient the human body is, how the body adapts, how it responds to stress, and how it keeps going even under pressure. Through medical Spanish, I learned that understanding people is just as important as understanding science. That communication, trust, and cultural awareness are essential to truly caring for others. Together, those experiences reflect what a liberal arts education is meant to do. Not just prepare us for a career, but shape us into more thoughtful, more compassionate, and more well-rounded individuals. But we didn't learn these lessons alone. To the professors who challenged us, supported us, and believed in us, thank you. Thank you for pushing us to think deeper and creating spaces where we felt we belonged. Because there were moments where I felt that. Moments where I felt like I was navigating a system that wasn't built for people like me in mind. Moments when the weight of expectations felt overwhelming. But I stayed, we stayed, and we believed. And in doing so, we became more than just students. We became resilient, we became adaptable, and we became the people who learned how to keep going even when the path isn't clear. This degree is more than just an academic achievement. It is a reflection of perseverance. It is proof that we can take everything we've been given, every challenge, every sacrifice, and every moment of uncertainty, and turn it into something meaningful. And as we leave here today, we carry that with us. We carry our families, we carry our communities, and we carry the responsibility to use what we've learned to make a difference. Whether it is in research, business, healthcare, education, or beyond, for many of us, this moment isn't just about being the first. It is about continuing something that started before us and making sure it doesn't stop here. And whatever the next step in your journey may be, trust in your ability to adapt, learn, and keep moving forward. Because even when life interrupts our plans, it doesn't take away our ability to keep going. So today, as we celebrate, I want to say this. To our families, thank you. This is as much yours as it is ours. And to our professors, thank you for helping us become who we are today. And to my fellow graduates, your stories matter, your journey matters, and your resilience matters. Class of 2026, today is not just an ending, it is a beginning. Congratulations, we did this for ourselves and for everyone who made this moment possible. Thank you, and go Gophers!
Thank you so much, Stephanie, for those moving words. Today, as you heard and as you know, today marks your graduation, and it's a commencement, it's a beginning. This is a beginning of something new for you and a new kind of relationship. From this day forward, you are not just a student, you're an alum. And with that comes access to a lifelong community. You are now part of a network of more than 170,000 strong, a network of artists and analysts, creators and changemakers. CLA alumni work in government, business, education, media, nonprofits, and countless other industries across the country. Wherever you go, there will be someone who shares your foundation, who understands what it means to have been shaped by the liberal arts. That network is not just a list of names. It is a living, growing community that you can call on, contribute to, and stay connected with throughout your career. We hope you will think of us as a partner in your ongoing journey, whether that means mentoring a student, coming back to campus for an event, hiring another CLA grad, or simply reaching out when you need support or inspiration. Today, as you all process across the stage, you're stepping into a world that needs your insight, your empathy, and your imagination. You're ready. You're definitely ready. Not just to make a living, as you were hearing earlier, but to make a life of meaning and a life of impact in a way that only you can as a liberal arts grad. Congratulations again, class 2026. We're proud of you, we believe in you, and we cannot wait to see what you do next. Next up is the moment I know you've actually been waiting for, the presentation of degrees. Members of the class of 2026, you will cross the stage one by one as your name is announced. After you have returned to your seats, please remain seated until the end of the program. Out of respect for your fellow graduates, we appreciate your cooperation in remaining seated for the duration of this meaningful moment. Your commencement is not complete until Regent Bergstrom confers your degrees. Families and friends, this is the most joyous part of the ceremony, when you get to cheer for your graduates. Let me quickly share how this will work. About every 6 seconds, a graduate's name will be read. Please do cheer for your graduate when you hear their name called. Definitely get loud, go crazy, that's great. But just as importantly, please end your cheers before the next graduate's name is called so that everybody can hear their student's name. Our graduate stage crossings proceed at their best, smoothly and joyfully, when all of us follow this guideline. Thank you. Now let's start the best part.
Stephanie Rodriguez Solguero. George Edward Wheelock. Abigail Jean Adink. Sage Amy Waymeyer Rosman. Carol Atiye.
Just so you know, I'm the interruption speaker if it happens. I'm right behind you.
Emma Rose Sparks. Abigail Grace Cook. Mary Ihab Fawazi Yaza. Megan Hodgins. Joycelyn Diana Rosa Angel. Maggie Woods. Henry Vo Lee. Andy Tao. Abigail Reese Bergstrom. Luca Antonio Lafata Orninos. Anna Louise Overall. Nazari Yarimachuk. Edgar O. Augustin. Alexander Armando. Garrett Allen Berkowitz. Zachary Pengren Chen. Elam Abaya Nabando. Montana Monroe. Benjamin Kelly. Riley J. Pettipies. Luca Markel Hurley. Peter M. Wojciechowicz. Emma June Pounsil. Lucy Akins. Tenzin Cheyenne. Kaylee Mae Phillips. Gabriel Z. Monteith. Adbakaram Adbiwala Hussein. Sarah Berna Gunderson. Stephanie Louise Gomez. Tessa Navin. Grant Michael Schwitter. Asher C. Smith. Yanting Wang. Isabella Ruth Rose Louise Taylor. Jeremy Joseph Ricker. Ian Michael Rock. Ellie Marie Wangernies. Megan Cunningham. Thelina Port. Moo Pa. Noah Robert Schultz. Therese Corrine Jory. Thomas Marino. Alexandra Kea Acevedo. Michael Olawatiliman Lawson. Eric Michael Ziff. Amro Abu Atiye. Erin Jade Sitrowski. Elisa Grace Anderson. Josephine Parker Hartman, Kira Marie Newcomer, Caitlin Haley Miller, Maya Marjovich, Ikran Adiwa Nur, Samira Sarah Masagi, Koi Fan, Jenny Nok Fan, Clara Waller, Grace Logan Mansour, Emily Nicole Schultz, A.J. Brenner, Isabel Nicole Ward, Ethan Michael Fiegel, Shay Marie Horning, Ushna Akmal, Jennifer Rivera, Sia Natin Shalar, Ja Chen Nan, Giselle Morales Bilbabuena, Logan Cam Anderson, Jesse Robertson, Laura Yang Mua, Emily Angela Johnson, Pratham Kandawal, Waylon Elliott Rogers, Jerry Raymond Jerabek II, Theodore Martin Towner, Rabeh Masood, Colin Robert McKenna, Jade Fungi Chen, Malia Jo Knobloch Killian, Ava Ann Roots, Rose Mawa, Fiona Rose Murphy, Jari Santos Segovia, Gavin Matthias Burnett, Brooklyn Jean Patterson, Avinda Aurora Helton, Hamilton Ryan Felling, Taryn Shakir, Christine Elizabeth Moore, Miski Saeed, Natalie Galperin, Frederick Reese DeCoster, Quinn Graba, Sophie Altenberg, Thomas John Gund, Olivia Jane Regan, Lily Ann DeLuca, Eleanor Rose Jetz, Christopher Dayton Lane Reisner, Colby Jeffrey Meyer, Chancellor Dave Desai, Ronan Magnus, Michael Ellis Naderzad, Jessica Ann Wasson, Ashley Ray Onstead, Mahmoud Osman Al Khalifa, Abshir Abdukadir Ahmed, Ahmed Raji, Kendra Marie Tobias, Maya Johnson, Nathan Edward White, Michael John Dunn, Chloe May Boudry, Joel R. Delakowski, Lishi Lau, Gao Li Tao, Catherine Petronova Shemalev, Kira Louise Shones, Kate Charmaine Sanchez, Jake Richard Bussey, Miraku Dengori Nees, Grace Gamble, Emily Ann Barrow, Gina Elizabeth Lawrence, Daisy Kia Vang, Daislin Duauchi Zhuang, Marin McMahon, Miranda Jean Gregory, Owen Robert Callahan, Wai Kang Zhang, Jason Zulin Louis, June Brooke Fenton, Annabelle Elizabeth Burgerson, Ethan Burke Anil, Samuel Thomas Bauman, Nathaniel George Hahn, Sajen Xander Handreth, Chisom Ogbiwefi, Ria Singh, Riti Thakar, William Manuel Opp, Hudson Parker Doty, Estefania Pena, Jenny Malaha, Emma Elizabeth Van Brocklin, Edie Esther Berggren, Ava Nelson, Elma Monluo, Kate Martine Kruger, Sophia Chalwa Thompson,
Noah Christopher Engel.
Ella Patricia McGinley, distinction.
Salman Dahir.
So I'll run for it.
Ayub Farah.
So I'll say here.
Zakiria Abdiresa Ahmed, distinction.
Faisal Sharif.
You'll give it to.
Abdul Rahman K. Abdillah. Zakaria Abdi. Lukman Abdi Fatah Mohammed. Ayaz Mohammed Hussein.
Abdullah Saidi,
Marwa Saidi. Andrew Joseph Miche.
Mason Brady Zuber, high distinction.
Ryan Christopher Carr. Ethan Matthew Moss.
Thomas Ignacio Sepulveda, summa cum laude.
Nayaf Alotaibi. Andrew T. Xiong. Kira Albers. Eber Ismail Melchor Martinez. Sam Bruyel. Joel Tesfaye Berhe.
Sophia Sincalo,
Ifra Ayub Aiden. Carson Verhulst. Gavin James Parsons.
Andrew John Zarn, high distinction.
Brady Dean Selner. Dylan David Lundberg. Ivy Chepkoech Tuyat. Sarah Gobana.
Isabella Conrad, distinction.
Rohan T. Kalale Iyengar. Jacob Ray Odebrecht. Jacob James Rosenau. Dong Hyun Lee. Tenzin Chering Gyaltso. Tenzin Gandun. Kalden Tenzin Sopa.
Anamika Roma Kansara, summa cum laude, high distinction. Tanner Munson, distinction. Madeline Scout Prescott,
summa cum laude, high distinction.
Riken William Farr,
Summa cum laude, high distinction.
Hawken Michael Habig,
Distinction. Kai Nikolai Tizen, distinction.
Alejandro Guillermo Núñez. Abdullahi Abdi Muse. Yosef Tekle. Mikkel Agadi. Adam Kidane. Helena Kidane. Andy Lee. Rachel Karubo Onsongo. Bolin An.
Charlotte Marie Hunt,
High distinction.
Caroline Amen Lewis. Anya Elizabeth King. Preston J. Perrell. Isaac Fasil. Teklu Mezgebo. Joshua Richard Davey.
Allison Grace Hilzendegger,
High distinction.
Sophia Geraldine Aronson.
Zola Sophia Davis,
Summa cum laude, high distinction.
Aiden Thilman Roth. Liam Glenn Hickey. Tyler Matupang. Evan Paul Miller. Aiden Richard Thompson. Gabriel Shoup. Saren Annabelle Smore. Peter Joseph Beardsley.
Luke Fitzpatrick Neibauer,
Distinction.
Subhan Amir. Tarek Yaish. Rashid Skake. Ayush Raj Kapali. Harper Jew. Haiyan Win. Pa Da Ble. Charles Terrence Buboltz.
Anne Marie Davis,
Summa cum laude, high distinction. Elizabeth Miriam Kleckner, distinction.
Maria Tawfiq.
Shania Youssef,
High distinction.
Anita Van. Christine Ashina Katoy.
Emily Almanzar,
High distinction.
Thomas Dunham. Michael James Williams. Kyle Kenneth Stevens.
Xian Wang,
High distinction. Chinlin Chen, high distinction.
Shuking Li,
Distinction. Lingshuan Jia, high distinction.
Hao Yu He.
McKenna Byer, distinction.
Carmen Marie Pascarella,
distinction,
Jessica Grace Radant,
distinction,
Max Hamilton Thew,
high distinction, Spencer Alexander Einza, distinction,
Alexandra Nell Rickheim, Sarah Lynn Jessen, Katerina Dimitrova Vutov,
Hannah Corbin,
high distinction, Madeline Grace Onan, summa cum laude, high distinction,
Dane Credden,
Leo E. Newman,
high distinction,
Theo Alexander Collette,
high distinction,
Ethan Gregory Sari,
Nadia Elizabeth Bierbaum,
distinction,
Ransom Stalker Heron, Ellie Mae Johnson, Janine Elise Bond Proventure, Paige Eva Flowers,
Madeline Jean Tax,
summa cum laude, high distinction,
Elizabeth Michaela Jens,
Luciana Marie Stish, high distinction, Judah Zoe Gardner, high distinction,
William Donald Farley,
distinction,
Riley David Abbott,
distinction, Daphne Duarte Posabon, summa cum laude, distinction,
Sky Elizabeth Gassman,
Tobias Robert Francois Fletcher,
high distinction, Lillian Mame Gromas, distinction,
Grace Sumiko Murayama, Imalakite C. Carlson, Lily Burdine Ledbetter, Emerson Oram, Sarah Bernhard, Lola Cooper, Rachel Oyeyemi, Helen Jang,
Brandon Michael Wu,
summa cum laude, high distinction,
Alexander Lamont Walker, Caden Christopher Stores,
Jaron Christopher Dufault,
high distinction,
Isabella M. Wells,
distinction,
Esme Patricia Mergendahl,
high distinction,
Dylan Alessandro Moreno, Zachary Kranz, Hayden Hultman, Emily Yejin Yoon,
Luke Renstrom,
Keiyu Zhu,
distinction,
Lanruo Chu, Ton Luong, Eamon Kemakam, Taryn Elizabeth Stalker, Jordan Bird, Lily Jamsa, Mariam Traore, Caitlin Osei, Ogechikama Egwim, Amane Etefa, Minna K. El Sawi, Tyrus Tu Muyang Lee,
Riley Diane Himmer,
summa cum laude, high distinction.
Erin Peril. Carly R. Sundin.
Daniel Christensen Rund, distinction.
Tyler Joseph Karras. Hannah Winnick. Sophia Nora Ishal.
Catherine Krogstad, summa cum laude, high distinction.
Matthew Eric Deeds.
Jessica Abonse,
Distinction.
Rita Dar. Emily Rios. Ellie Thibodeau Lissick.
Megan Nicole Mongi, summa cum laude, high distinction.
Logan Ray Courtgard. Jeffrey Warren Smith.
Abigail Holden,
High distinction.
Amina Hassan,
High distinction.
Kenzie Peshong. Jua Badia Hickson. Catherine Marion Rose. Catherine Elizabeth Stroig.
Aiden Isabel Martin,
Distinction.
Gaia Jean Rockwell Kruger. Emma Catherine Zengler. Graciana Kern. Brooklyn Hopkins.
Madison R. Coogan,
Distinction.
John V. Malik. Katera Ronnie Moore.
Ella Jean Hansen,
Distinction.
Sam Doctor. Louis Galindo. Ashton Michael Mihailov. Kyle Henry Ross. Jackson M. Walling. Edine Joshua Goldberg.
Audrey Claire Bateski,
High distinction.
Shreya Pothi. Blake Chandler Briol. Kayla Aviles Pedroso. Mackenzie Faith Johnson. Linnea Patricia Paquin.
Ava Duffy,
Distinction.
Carlene Marie Wild. Megan Lindo. Rebecca Simone McCain. Britta Larson Lundgren.
Anika Tripathi,
Summa cum laude, distinction.
Kavya Sriram. Divya Beni. Atika Azreen.
Pau Valdavieso Segade,
Distinction.
Jared Charles Gibson. Summer Jolie Raybold. Marilacey Marquez Castrejon.
Lottie Madsen,
Distinction.
Isabella Bernadette Croteau. Gretchen Sarah Parker. Livia Grace Edmonds. Josh Miller. Yu Ying Liang.
Bingrui Wang,
distinction.
Yutong Liu. Nora Sylvia Brecky. Riley David Lamont. Jason Patrick Reel. Lauren Ashley Bone. Mia K. Tranowski. Carlos Manuel Anguita Smith. Kip Douglas Shetnan. Jake Richard Gallagher. Abigail Marie Lewis. Amelia Ann Weber. Lacey Dominique Tippett. Brooke Guys. Shelby Grace Beck. Brita Marie Piatila. Brianna Shields.
Lucas Stephen Charbonnet.
Summa cum laude, high distinction.
Emily Deepika John.
Summa cum laude, high distinction. Mariam Fatima Hassan. Summa cum laude, high distinction.
Ava Ann Klockner. Kaylee Janelle Buck. Kai Lee. Mariana Alexis Urbina. Frederick Suler. Tyler Robert Carl.
Ethan Augustine Co. Lee. Summa cum laude, high distinction.
Catherine M. Lick.
Natasha Katrina Fulcrod.
Distinction.
Caitlin Marie Courtney. Dua Vu. Atithchef Brafna Ul. Leijing Cheng. Nathnael Miareg Amare. Sarah Abraham. Mina Alfred Yimam. Leah Bolette Johannes. Sitlali Denise Gomez. Zoya S. Hassan. Virginia Ann Holtzclaw. Hunter Hagedorn.
Alex Nelson.
High distinction.
Eva Vu Win. Kedavon Chomakidze. Anna M. Wagner.
Selma Amira Hamimoon. High distinction.
Hajer Jarala. Amino Bashir Abdulkadir. Rama Meyer. Macy Abdul Hamid. Rua Ibrahim Awaisa. Doha Ibrahim Qasim. Patrick Carl Grounds.
Noah Marshall Gilbertson.
Distinction.
Ty Thomas Hiltunen.
Wade Isaac Harsela. High distinction.
Tyler Charette.
Summa cum laude, distinction.
Kobe Michael Thibodeau.
Cora B.H. Fett.
High distinction.
Kyle Grant.
Tenling Lu.
Frank Anthony Swartzer, Theodore Kronfeld, Jackson Dempsey, Rory Falconer Bem,
Shubhangi Mohan, distinction.
Vera Zamborini,
Hannah Claire Coaster, distinction. Hannah Hebert, high distinction. Ying Catlin, distinction.
Sahaj K. Verdi, Drake Timothy Mayer,
Marissa Ann Berg,
Summa cum laude, high distinction.
Mia Rose Grimm,
Magna cum laude,
Olivia Joy Van Ark,
high distinction.
Talia Haley Marcus,
Megan Claire Morgan,
Summa cum laude, high distinction.
Kavya Kaviraj Chirai, Sophie Hodek,
Alina Michelle Cornier,
Distinction.
Meredith Marie Weston,
Distinction.
Julia Ann Propson, Dylan Marie Peterson, Emerson Gail Ely, Ava Janine Bauer, Vaughn C. Swindlehurst, Rory James O'Neill,
Marcus Hunsinger,
Distinction.
Liam Thompson Cotty,
Distinction.
Marcus Thomas Whitenauer,
Dylan Rachel Lohman,
Distinction.
Finley Scout Kukari, Lena Elaine Lindahl,
Tayava Christine Johnson,
High distinction.
Elsie Emma Rao Kramer, Faye Isabella Ulom, Ashley Ann Theas,
Kendall Margaret Hopwood,
Summa cum laude, distinction.
Malia Nicole Miller,
Distinction.
Victoria M. Salcido, Franco Campodonico, Son T. Pham, Christy Lauren Munson, Cody Richard Helke, Margaret Ann Force, Megan Elizabeth Brever, Selena Innes, Moosh Sat, Kylie Alexis Martin, Jessica Lynn Krogan, Lauren Seaman,
Erin Renee Christensen, Distinction.
Alexandra Jean Fradine,
Distinction. Sadra Golzarian, Distinction.
Brandon Mariita, Kai Sin Yan, Karma Kunchab Gapa, Paige Schuyler Prem, Molly Setter, Christopher Yang Pao Hang, Isabel Yang, Connell C. Egan, Cassidy May Snyder, Eva Rosa Gomez, Jamie Cheng,
Randa Long, Distinction.
Raghad Hassan Mohammed, Kaisa Osman. Tai Si Tran.
Joseph Kyle.
High distinction.
Arlen Hagenbarth.
Summa cum laude. High distinction.
Graham Ulrich Zuelke.
Riley Jackson Nordgreen.
Distinction.
Brooklyn Grace Dobson. Saifa George Brunner. Stephen Robert Soli. Lydia Mola Alem. Emily Rosadel Chavez. Serena Hossein Lar. Jasmine Milakshi Pathire Jayasundara. Diego Luis Nikio. Jackson Adam Myers.
Enza Wu.
High distinction.
Colby Neal Miller.
Summa cum laude. High distinction.
Jocelyn Marie Curry. Maria Lim.
Faith Lee.
High distinction.
Owen Guo. Tanea Reed. Martina Nicole Morales. Erica Porter. Peter Gustav Erickson.
Mara Poidinger.
Distinction.
Annabelle Marie Jones. Elizabeth Kangas. Madison Milligan. Andy Catherine Baker. Christian Anderson. Thomas Small. Angela Lamb. William Nicholas Sorensen. Ethan Dean Hawkins. Catherine Grace Barito. Leah Darby Starks. Aiseline Yang. Tasbiha Majumdar. Alicia Grace Pauchak.
Hiba Mohammed Osman.
Distinction.
Fatuma Dahir Mohammed. Isra Yusuf Abdi. Safa Mohammed Hassan. Ilham Mahamud Yassin. Rihab Diriye. Muna Faradayib Siraj. Anisa Abdiaziz Bihi. Habon Hussein Samatar.
Calvin Kenneth Stephen.
High distinction.
Josh Zimmer.
Nathan Heitzman.
High distinction.
Dylan Andrew Ringer. Benjamin Michael Doherty.
Gideon David Sheeler.
High distinction.
Reese David Avalos. Elias Robert Vera Jimenez. Franklin Broadhagen.
Eliana Therese Artero.
Distinction.
Peyton Sheldrop.
Jillian Meyer.
Distinction.
Grant Olson Howitt.
High distinction.
Daniel Darshan Ravindran.
Distinction.
Joshua Matthew Fowler. Ben Preppernow. Rainan Amler. Zachary Plant. Bo William Wesselow.
Sarah Ann Howitz, distinction.
Alex Jacob Kaiser.
Tyler John Bradley,
Summa cum laude, high distinction.
Mohammed Tahlil Mohamud. Zakaria Amin Essa. Abdulaziz Mohammed Abshir.
Youssef Ahmad Barson,
High distinction.
Mina Abdel Shahid.
Marios Nasser Makar,
High distinction.
Hiro Kamel,
Summa cum laude, distinction.
Evita Eclaudius. Paula Perez. Daniel Matthew Walsh. Abdirahman Dahir. May Morea Conrad. Lang Her.
Jihan Jama,
High distinction.
Ava Lois Klett. Grayson Joel Juckums. Anika Irsing. Braden Keith Hawley. Brian Saul Roston. Eric Dong-Hoon Choi. Magnus Celeste Francel. Khalid Jamal Abdirahman. Abdirahman Awais Ibrahim. Abdirahim Mustafa Abukar. Ayub Ahmed Farah. Yusuf Mohammed. Khalid Abdul Qadir Ali. Ahmed Burhan Ahmed. Khalil Bashir Noor. Adnan A. Adams.
Abdi Samed Abdullahi.
Adil Abdurrahman Jilani. Ali Abdullahi. Hudayfi Abdiweli Mohammed. Liban Osman. Ahmed Mohammed. Mohammed Osman. Guled Hashi. Abdirasak Sheikhdon. Nureddin Muhammad. Mohammed Nemath Khan. Ali Jama. Eli Barban. Leandro Idiarte. Sabir Mahamud Aden.
Sana Ikramuddin,
High distinction.
Kinchin Yuan,
Summa cum laude, high distinction.
Yiwen Chen,
Distinction.
Bao Jia Cheng, distinction. Jing Chen Liang, high distinction.
Kira Jang. Iqra Hassan Ali. Suweda Warsing. Salma Mahamud. Caillou Gregory Williams. Benjamin Allen Tomzak.
Noah Turnquist, high distinction.
Ivan Stankiewicz. Nathaniel Booms. Jonathan Ryan Benson. Caden Andrew Benson. Abigail Lang. Mohammed Haji. Mustafa M. Mohammed. Astrid Ramirez.
Marissa Kirsten Gerke, distinction.
Iman Abu Mayala.
Avery Solheim. Daniel Alejandro Hernandez.
Alan Edward Crenshaw, high distinction. Arish Rafiq Somar, distinction.
Henry Charles Mann. Aisha Love Outland. Chase Paul Vasquez. Elise Marie Grising. Malcolm Xavier Duhlman. Takuya Curtis Pai Puvong.
Dana Hutter, summa cum laude.
Luke Joseph Sack.
Yusen Liu, distinction. Jin Hung Wei, high distinction.
Matipa Chloe Nyagura. Natalie Jane Wurzberger. Riley Titus Schmitz. Catherine Han. Kevin Jong. Veronica DeSantis. Olivia Conrad. Grace Ann Flynn. Emma Lynn Diaz. Hoda Hashim Osman. Ariam Tesfaldet Musil. Mayona Saran Jones. Caleb Kabede. Hannah Isabel Irizarry. Pachi Tao. Kiana Loon Sissoko. Autumn Olson. Ari Ayala.
Ashton Blake Cole, distinction. Isabella Saladino, high distinction.
Nayeli Lopez.
Ella Cannell, distinction.
Priyal Pavesh Parekh. Kurun Raj Jain. Mukil Rizvi. Henry Joseph McCormick. Kaylee Radu. Sami Rehan. Vlad Ananenko. Abu Bakr Khan. Nikul Vu. Jenna Yasmin Khalili. Brendan Keith McGuire. Cody Allen Capouch.
Tyler Jones, distinction.
Braylon Jazz Pantila.
Samantha Liam, distinction.
Atlas Lawrence.
Maya Rainey Shabansky. Eden Avril Whitman. Yunus Ahmed Siddiqui. Olivia Rose Meyer. Christopher Pham. Presley Ray Summers. Marissa Burhow. Amina Ayo. Ayan Awil. Jacob Daniel Nielsen. Theodore Kaminsky Miller.
Chloe Martin Owings, distinction.
Britta Katrine Lucinda Milius. Jadalyn Pachija Vang. Cadence Juana Yang. Max Thoreau.
Anand Mustafa, distinction.
Katrina Marie Tucker. Owen Peterson. Victoria Grace Hart Norpel. Max Palmer Vondrasek.
Lauren Renee Walters, distinction.
Miranda Goswack. Eleanor Jane Donahue.
Michaela Schaefer, distinction.
Emma L. Dickrell. Athena Lola Degree. Bemnet Mesfin Tessema.
Sabea Schneider Zamora, distinction.
Zishan Sun. Aaron John Young. Jeffrey Sandoval. Olivia F. Malone.
Akshi Dharmesh Mistry, high distinction.
Natalia Isabel Zamorano.
Carmine James Moran Stolfa, distinction.
Yoon Jae Hong. Ahmed H. Mohammed. Anna Schoenbauer. Lillian Samantha Sohos Ortiz. Gabriella Brisa Yetzi Woodley. Emma Lee Schlagenhaft.
Shraddha Poti, summa cum laude, high distinction. Aitian Singh, magna cum laude, distinction.
Oscar Gracie Sananakon. Maculin Lane Kleist.
Colette Whalen, cum laude, distinction.
Isaac Theodore Rinclef Duma. Kershav Kartik. Eric Tying Yang.
Alex Duncan Mitchell, summa cum laude, high distinction.
Chloe Ryan Irwin.
Elisheva Scheuer, summa cum laude, distinction. Aidan Mitchell Folvag, distinction. Isabella Spees, summa cum laude, high distinction. Sophia Rose White, distinction.
Matthew Thomas Smith. Noemi Besa. Arjun Pradeep Kumar.
Ella Kiki Calendar, high distinction.
Molly Catherine Kaimovich. Kate Kersey. Maddie Maricini. Matthew Stephen Wagman.
Sophia Ann Matthew, distinction.
Emmett Thule. Lily Patnode.
Abigail Lily McGinnity, high distinction.
Eve Margaret Schilling. Madeline Elizabeth Melskog.
Azra Abdirahman.
Ziham Noor.
Natalie S. Syverson, distinction.
Aaron Lefkowitz.
Samantha Sally Winker. Sartu Mohammed Hussein. Elili Ebiso. Margot Evelyn Kern. Isabella Rose Sandy. Justin Young. Iman Iyela Tesfaya. Sully Rice. Michaela Lynn Dome. Josie Mae Crombie. Emily Glickman. Zainab Ahmed Muhammad. Peyton Trigambo.
Naima Idara Sharif, high distinction.
Safa Siraj. Pa Zong Thao. Shutung Pu. Yi Wang.
Vivian Zhang, high distinction.
Shinran Xing. Chen Qi Zhao. Joey Yao. Maxwell Kobla Ayivi. Stephanie Ogochukwu Ada. Noai Edith Koli. Ibukunolua Taiwo. Oluwademilade Adebayo. Caleb Sung Young Anderson.
Carter James Kochman, distinction.
Nathan J. Richter. JD Chen Peng. Hazel Ann Penulier Barroso. Raphael Khan. Salma Isse Khalif. Abrar Salah Mohammed. Jal Moses Moyong.
Safa Abdirahman Madar, distinction.
Jack Thomas Vito. Zachary Robert Henry. Jose Martin Blanco. George Atu Kwamenya Zakia.
Philip Maxwell Mitchell, distinction.
Liliana May Schneider. Reese Hogan. Gabriella Jane Gray. Olivia Jane Collette. Riley DeBoer.
Alexis J. Milbridge, high distinction.
Lydia Julie Ann Hines. Matthew Thomas Welter. Marina Yado. Nathan Chazong Sahavong. Ella Grace Cousins. Ariel Walker. Marina Kaya Soladze. Eli Walcott Harrison.
Elsie Dempsey Rice, high distinction.
Astrid Wick.
Hannah Rabinowitz Kovnar, distinction.
Cameron Finn Christopherson. Bevan McGill Biko Lomabard Brow. Samuel Alexander Molstad. Bethlehem Solomon Tekele. Madeline Constance Churchill.
Taylor Serena Wald,
Summa cum laude, high distinction.
Cora Bell Park, high distinction.
Josephine Stedman.
Hazel Maxine Gronwald, distinction.
Claire Christine Dingman. Elsie Luella Richter. Savannah K. Quinlivan.
Derek Garfield, high distinction. Sky McCoon, distinction.
Everett James Rees. Shirley Ray Runkle. Justina Sally Leibowitz.
Jack Schrader, high distinction.
Juniper Grace Scheif.
Corey Elizabeth Steckelberg, high distinction. Yasir Mahad Abdi, distinction. Lingyu Chen, distinction. Hui Qian Feng, high distinction.
Tian Yi Tan.
Ziyi Zai, distinction. Jiawen Yan, distinction. Yamping Jiang, distinction.
Yulin Ai.
Yuchen Zhu, high distinction. Kaylin Dong, high distinction. Kaixiang Hu, distinction.
Olivia Marie Claren.
Nicole Elizabeth Pample, high distinction. Jilin Liao, distinction. Weifu Li,
Summa cum laude, high distinction.
Kia Seong. Tyler Chamberlain. Viraj Mahesh Chimanpure.
Richard Xu, high distinction.
Isaiah Jackson Jones Daniels.
Tan Fu Nguyen, high distinction.
Nisha Chod Harry. Laura Lydia Harrison. Alana Cora Beatty. Briar Lane Castonguay. Han Wu.
Ningzhe Wang, distinction.
Kong Antoine Tran. Duke Min Win. Tree Man Win. Wade William Deo. Sibri Elias. Desmond Germain Howe. Philip Joseph Kenny. Joseph Anderson. Quincy Emerald Davis.
Angela Rose Mavison, summa cum laude, high distinction.
Yuma Ballinger. Sri Charan Kotala. Bivas Dungan. Stefan Jan Minkowski. Thomas Hataya. Caleb Josiah Garrett. Nathra Jayasekara. Kate Snow Brulek.
Michaela Marie Whitehouse, high distinction. Jacob Elijah Hong, high distinction.
Zachariah Hassan. Ava Rowan. Caitlin Courtney Chang. Drew Richard Aga. TJ Azukaeme. Cameron Louise Kruger.
Macy Alexandra Freitag, distinction. Kayla Renee Dumlau, high distinction.
Madison E. Dondelinger. Addison Nicole Thompson. Thomas Russo. Nizar Hesham Shalabi. Chidera Asogwa. Elizabeth Mogere.
Malia Cade McMath, distinction.
Jay Lanier Taylor. Pedar Shire.
Ryan Michael Dornfeld, high distinction. Skylar Burnham Gustafson, high distinction.
Tia Burzy. Eliana Sass.
Marin Merrick Melberg, distinction.
Robert Min Lay.
Aidan Fox, distinction.
Joseph David Kingsrider.
Ben Nicholas Barrett, distinction. Nadia Catherine Woolner,
Summa cum laude, high distinction.
Matthew Smeaton, high distinction.
Jackson Henry.
Evelyn K. Tao. Indy Rin Quali. Miski Abdul Khaire. Abdirazak Mohammed Farah. Ali Nabil Brown.
Karen Guys, distinction.
Sequoia Jean Altamirano. Marcella Lydia Farrell. Jacob William Bennett. Ella Sophia Bounds.
Jacob Harold Cromar, high distinction. Owen Scott Keel, high distinction. Emily Lois Etter, distinction. Mackenzie Marie Davidson, distinction.
Nathan Gunderson.
Noah Richard Zart, distinction.
Quinn Maston Vaco. Phoenix Kumanen Howard Peterson. Adele Anderson.
Jim Volchek, high distinction.
Adamya Singh.
Bethany Ann Onward, distinction.
Anna Marjorie Meunier.
Margaret Brooke Fandel, distinction.
Matthew Paul Greco.
Alexa Ray Anderson, distinction.
Emily Ann Peck.
Alethea Lee, distinction.
Alexis Lombard. Audrey Victoria Pearson.
Eleanor Caton Vack,
Summa cum laude, high distinction.
George Oluwatoyin Fasimo. Jiang T. Win. Adriana Rose Johnson.
Zaw Minso Patrick, distinction.
Nidhi Srikantan.
Ella Han Han,
Summa cum laude, high distinction.
Patrice Ann Rubian, distinction.
Amelia Raquel Kelly. Maya Kiran Singh. Corbin Kimray. Hunter Daniel Brandenburg. Jacob Joseph McCleary. Tessa Renee Otto. Lucy B. Hebel.
Nora Lynn Wilczek,
Magna cum laude, high distinction.
Riley Shanti Stern,
Summa cum laude, distinction.
Avika Mather.
Ava Basile Stetzer.
Abby Whitcomb,
Summa cum laude, distinction.
Margaret Chow,
Summa cum laude, distinction.
Michael James DeCaro. Michael Anthony Hansen. Astik Mishra. Henry Wong.
Tianyu Lee,
High distinction.
Tony Park. Su Chun An.
Yoon Sa Park, distinction.
Carter Dawn.
Samuel Alframov.
Joshua Michael Thomas. Molly Ann Chevalier.
Eleanor Shugo,
High distinction.
Dory Jean Katz,
Summa cum laude, distinction.
Paul David Hofer. Niels Gabriel Franke. Lucas Franzmann. Ryan Derry Wienas. James Thomas Harrison Griffin. Pa Pa Saw Shiwa. Shania Mendoza Smith. Aryan Jaiswal.
Mohammed Hariz bin Mohammed Shukri, high distinction.
Amanda Claudia Wambek,
High distinction.
Entan Rafina Ahmad Fauzi. Rainbow Aaron Robbins. Aisha Abdirisat Persi. Mariam Siddiqui. Sakia Awais Mohammed. Agaba Bahigwa. Daisy Ray Byerl. Ava Berger. Megan Maureen Delsing. Elijah Thomas Cobanez. Braden J. Stengel. Nicholas David Then. Logan Christopher Kinsella. Theo D. Snyder Agigi. Bergen Andrew Manternock. Jaden Isaac Cole. William Joseph Resman. Caden Andrew Alba. Miles Smith. Jacob Gary Aronson. Addison Garrett Gross. Jack Freiberger. Ryan Parker Glinberg. Ethan James Ruggles. Emmett James McIntosh. Eric Christopher Sack. Nasri Abdikadir Ali. Minyat Le. Griffin C. Taylor. Ming S. Siv.
Emily Daniela Mendoza, distinction.
Samuel B. Hill. Alfredo Venegas. Eric Liao.
Matthew Benjamin Waldock, distinction.
Sugal Farak Sheikh Noor. Jonathan Andrew Pham. Alex Xiang. Benjamin Sloan Dickey.
Luke Donald Robertson,
Summa cum laude, high distinction.
Gurasis Singh,
Summa cum laude, distinction.
Patrick Binzus,
High distinction.
Zachary Brian Schaefers.
Cole Christopher Hansen,
Distinction.
Harrison Bowie. Daniel S. Biscard.
Riker Carl Kemberling,
Distinction.
Wyatt Jack Mogelson,
Distinction.
Maria Monique Taylor Knighton.
Taylor Rose Fairbanks,
Summa cum laude, distinction.
Alan Page Solberg,
Summa cum laude, high distinction.
Astrid Benson. Kenny McAndrews. Trevor Jacob Schladweiler.
Aidan Benedict,
Distinction.
Ethan Briggs Stell. Jacob Thomas Cabbage. Evan Matthew Kenthammer. Zachary John Pekula. Bahaldeen Mohammed Othman.
George Loxterkamp.
Yu Lee. Elliot Gross Fergal. Emerson Haley Lang. Sophie Leon Honeycutt. Gia M. Laubert.
Benjamin Michael Squires,
High distinction.
Sela Slag,
High distinction.
Faith Aho,
Distinction.
Alex Devin Hansen.
Vinita Yang, high distinction.
Dylan Dale Arness.
Olivia Staremski, high distinction.
T. Rowan Hawks. Muhammad Adnan Al-Sharqi. Rachel Gidda. Beidan Adam. Nijma Mahmood. Yusra Ahmed Abdullahi. Grace Abigail Artery.
Eleanor Rebecca Kelly,
Summa cum laude, high distinction.
Evelyn Kelly,
High distinction. Morgan Elizabeth Chafee, summa cum laude, high distinction.
Maya Louise Yurchek,
Distinction.
Kylie Faber,
Distinction.
Jamie Hamill,
High distinction.
Shaylin Stuckey. Matt Curtis. Asharun Ahmed Abdullahi. Zoe Houselog. Yuchung Wang. Sirui Chen.
Rue Zhou,
High distinction.
Xin Sen,
Distinction.
Xenia Yang. Bridget Kathleen Adams.
Chen Yi Meng,
High distinction.
Kayla Nalasa Tucker,
Distinction.
Jordan Erickson,
Summa cum laude.
Guled Kawi. Aiden Zachary Ziadi. Justin Beneke. Colin Alia Vang. Ayub Jama. Jordan Harris Geller. Ethan Michael Johnson. Zakia Abu. Ayan G. Abdaleh. Alia Dawood Bereka.
Daniel Mark Frischie, High distinction.
Kayla Smith. Georgia Mazie 44. Jasmine Brianna Bartua. Charlene Chinwe Uwazie.
DeVell Lavon Jackson,
Distinction.
Siriana Listor Truen. Molly Elizabeth Chartier. Rihan Mahmood.
Charlotte Ann Perrin,
High distinction.
Benjamin James Ebal. Kaiser Clayton Thomas Eichelberry. Jaden Dean Strong. Ronil Raj Shrestha.
Jamie Nicole Pedro,
Distinction.
Andy Jian Vuong. Florence Agu.
Dex Young Shu,
High distinction.
Zeke Xiang Zhang,
High distinction.
Jianan Hu,
Distinction.
Yi Jing Guan. Xiang Yu Zhang. Wisdom Teru Kohegba. Sing Thao. Hannah Lynn Price.
Logan Campbell, summa cum laude, distinction.
Jennifer Chen. Jeffrey Chavaria. Brock Sonyu. Lindsay M. Thompson. Oki Mensa. Pramathi Sanarede.
Dante Rocio,
Summa cum laude, high distinction.
Madeline McKenney de Bruin,
Distinction.
Sam August Law. Ewan Alexander McGowan. Samuel Michael Walton. Aidan Zimmer. Seamus Malenko Kane. Nathan Samuel Getzler. Aidan Tyler Swartz. Gabriella Julia Kotovsky.
Andrew Casella,
Distinction.
Christiana Sin. Christian Lawrence Delos Santos. Sia Shaker.
Neha Kodali,
Cum laude.
Zichen Chu.
Jiwen Wang,
High distinction.
Artem Grigoriev,
Distinction.
Caden Anthony Davis. Nia Claire Oleshko. Maisie Rowader. Isabella Marie Sowens. Felix Samwise Eleanor Chemnitz.
Mingyu Shi,
High distinction.
Sheldon Huang,
Distinction.
Emmett William Mahoney. Tenzin Choyang. Estelle Hewen. Olia Esther Tenben. Michelle Pham. V. Bui Win. Jonathan Castro. Ahmed Mohammed. Faisal Harsi. Jen Zhang.
Xiao Lu Liu,
Distinction.
Yanan Huang,
High distinction. Shuo Bi, High distinction.
Abdirazak Mohammed Mohammed. Noah Azizam. Khalid Ali Mohammed. Raven Gao. Asma M. Shafi. Thanapat Weeranakin. Vidushi Kandimala.
Ayan Faisal Mohammed,
Distinction.
Burke Patrick Gaffney. Bilal Mohammed. Zaikin Meng. Similo Lua Marvelous Coyote.
Sorry. Nejma Jama. Nasteho Muhammad. Nejma Aden, Kili East, Howen Jia, Ling Shi Bao,
Sarah Rahman.
and last but not least, Goldie, No One Likes Iowa, go for it.
It is now my pleasure to ask Regent Joel Bergstrom to formally confer the degrees. Regent Bergstrom, I'm honored to present to you the candidates who have completed requirements for the College of Liberal Arts degrees.
Thank you, Dean Aviles. It is an honor for me to be here with you today, almost to the date, 30 years after I graduated from the College of Liberal Arts with a degree in history as an Evans Scholar. So special shout out to the history majors and the Evans Scholars. As we move to the conferral of the degrees, I want to focus on that word degree for a minute. You no doubt in your time here have heard chatter, noise, voices that would talk about the devaluation of a liberal arts education. And I am here to tell you, and I'm sure the people on stage agree with me, that I disagree and I reject that rhetoric and those voices. What you have done here in your time, not only have you learned in your area of study, you have sharpened your skills around critical thinking and communication, which skills are going to serve you well and allow you to do anything you want. I can't wait for the many positive things you do in this community and beyond. Congratulations. Will the graduates please rise as they are able? Upon the recommendation of the faculty, by the authority of the Board of Regents of the University of Minnesota, and with the completion of all remaining degree requirements, I now confer upon you the degrees for which you have qualified. Congratulations.
Congratulations, graduates, families, friends. You have many reasons to be proud of the accomplishments you take with you into the communities in Minnesota, our nation, and the world. We will be proud to welcome you back on your next visit to campus as alumni of the College of Liberal Arts at the University of Minnesota. Just one more small detail. I invite you all to move your tassel from the right of your mortarboard to the left. In doing so, you are declaring to the world that you are now a graduate of the University of Minnesota. now invite you all to stand as you are able for our rouser and let the celebrations begin.
Please remain seated until the academic procession has left the arena floor.